Hello everybody, welcome to AutoCAM. This part that we're going to lay out next will be a brass adjusting screw. It's 5/8 hex, part length 1.650 long. The thread portion of it is 1 inch long, and it's a 3/8 32 thread. Okay, now there's a couple of ways we could go about laying this part out. The first way would be to box turn it, and then we would come up and put the groove up behind the thread portion, and then we would index and come in and thread it. That would be the best way. The other way we can do it is box turn it and then thread it and then come in and put the groove in behind. But if we were to do it that way, it would that as the tool would wear, it would get dull and would create burrs into the thread as it would put that groove in. So a better way to do it, and would take a little bit longer in cycle time because of the clearances involved, the better way to do it would be to box turn it, then put the groove in, and then you thread it. That way you don't have to worry about putting in burrs. So that said, let's get to the layout. So on operation, we'll drop that box down, feedstock, index, and next we have box turn. If I could find that box, there it is, box turn. And then we'll do an index, and then we'll have an approach, and we'll have a front form. Okay, then we're going to clear it. We'll index. Let's see, after the index and clear, we're going to thread. There's the thread, and we'll do an index. We'll go ahead and put a blank, drop down to our cross slides. We'll start with an approach, clearance. There's the approach. So here we have a rear form. It's going to be a combination rear form cutoff. You see that little point in the front of the part with that little turn diameter? Well, that's the cutoff's going to do that. It's going to cut it off, and it's going to create that little form. So when we feed it out, it always have that form generated on it. So we're going to put RCS, I guess would be RCS form. It's a combination form cutoff. Then we'll clear it and stop. Okay, we have all the operations in now. Close the box. Let's see, the rise for the box turn would be 1.470. The front forms on the cross slide will be 0.225. The thread will be 1.0, which AutoCAM will regenerate that using Brown and Sharp formulas after we push apply, but to get it started we'll put 1 inch. Now the rear combination form cutoff, that will be 0.410, 0.410. Okay, we got our rises on everything. We'll start with the feed as 0.006 for the box turn. The front form 0.0015, it's brass. Same here, 0.0015. Here we have all our feeds. Next, we're going to figure out what our recommended spindle speed is. So let's start with the surface feet per minute. So brass runs at 500 surface feet. Some people actually put more. We'll just keep it at 500. Stock diameter, it's a 0.75. It's 5/8 hex, but then you got to figure across your corners. So we'll just say 0.750. It gives us a spindle speed of 2544. I believe a 2G machine, the highest spindle speed was 2150, which is less than 2544 recommended, so we're fine. It usually runs 5:1 on your spindle speed, so I'll put 430. Of course, this is for layout tutorial purposes. You would, of course, want to go check your machine on your low speed chart on your 2150 and see what the machine will actually run. But this is going to be pretty close. Okay, and the threads per inch over here, it's 32 threads per inch. I believe we have everything we need. We got the spindle speed, low speed, threads per inch, operations, rise, and feed. Okay, let's push apply. Okay, we generate a layout. Looks like we're at 35 seconds each. We're going to do a little bit more hundreds here. On the feed stock, we're going to double it, just in case we need to double feed out. So I'm going to push 6 on the hundreds. And we need a little bit more room on the approach for the form tool. We have the approach, we have 3. I'm going to make that 6. Here, instead of 2, we'll make that 6. Like I said, I don't want to have the have a box tool in there and then the front slide starts to come up, put that groove in, and it just nails the box turn. And also you want to have enough clearance too. You want that die head to pull out before the rear slide comes in. So we're just going to give it a few extra hundreds to make sure we can do that. And also the approach for the rear slide, we're going to make that 600s. So I believe we have everything. See, 6, 6, 6, and the 4, 6 would be there. Let's see, apply. Okay, there's our layout. We're done. Now, if you want to save this layout, just go up here to File, click Save As. That'll save it. Here, click Print, and you could print it. You could open up a previously saved layout, and New will clear out all the variables, and you can start out with a new one. So I think that's everything we have. So that's it. Thank you for joining us for another tutorial on AutoCAM.